Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast where sports and combos collide. I am your host, Fredo.
I'm your co-host, Mo Money.
And I'm your other co-host, Jay Will.
What it do, fellas? How y'all be today?
Oh, man, I'm good.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. How's your weekend so far?
Man, great. Now that March Madness is here.
Yeah, especially that North Carolina winning.
Ooh, that was a crazy one yesterday, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you think? Yeah, go ahead and say it, Mo.
Hey, the refs tried to fuck North Carolina over, man.
You didn't think that was that a legal chicken wing? What was that?
Man, listen, that along with a couple of them little and-ones they kept calling for Baylor at the end was terrible, man.
Yeah, I look at when I turned to that joint, and I was like, oh my gosh, these Bama's up by 25, man. Then after the second half, they just kept inching just closer and closer and closer. I was like, oh my gosh, man. But at the end of the day, they didn't have enough energy to sustain it at the end. So North Carolina prevailed, bro.
If they wouldn't have kicked my man's out, I don't think Baylor would have came back.
I don't think so neither, man. I don't think so neither, man.
He was hot.
Yeah, he was killing
as fish grease.
Yeah.
As fish grease, man. So what's going on with your brackets, man? How y'all brackets doing?
About like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy, man, because I made two brackets this year, and one of them had Kentucky winning, bro, and that shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
I had
bro, Jacksonville State, bro. Jacksonville State, Kentucky. Oh, you had one damn job to do, Jacksonville State. This is the same squad that beat that in terms of their football team. You saw what they did to Florida State, right? Mm-hmm. They got a hell of a damn program going over there. Beat these damn D1 schools, man.
Hey, that's on John Calipari Hall of Fame record, man.
It is.
Ain't no excuse.
It is.
Oh,
bro.
Man, it killed me, bro.
It killed me too.
It killed me. Like I said, for my bracket, bro, I think I lost within an hour or 2 hours of the damn tournament when it first started. I was like, damn, I'm out. I even posted on.
So who killed you? Kentucky and who?
Kentucky killed, man. Kentucky killed me. That's number one. That was a big one. Oh my gosh, bro! I would have to look. I had some upsets. I made it difficult for myself, bro. Yeah. I think I had something. I think I had the Vermont win. I think I had Vermont winning or something like that, and I think they lost. I had some upsets that I chose in the first round, and it just didn't come to fruition at all, bro. So it is.
Ebony, at least it ain't Norfolk State, man. You know?
Look here. I was better going with Abby in terms of going with Norfolk State. I mean, damn. Maybe that would help to a degree, bro.
No, but they got waxed the first game. Yeah.
Shoot. Oh my gosh. Man, look here, bro. This is one of the worst years, man, that I've ever had in terms of bracketology, in terms of picking my brackets. I'm normally good. I don't know, bro. But then I was looking at ESPN. They was like, man, it was like 730 people left. Or what have you that pick that still have good brackets left.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It was only like 700 some people after the first round. That's crazy.
Okay, so who you guys got winning it? Who you guys got winning, or better yet, give me your final four.
I mean, what I got on my bracket or what I'm seeing now?
F your bracket at this point.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I like what I saw from North Carolina yesterday. I mean, I like the depth that they had. Man, I mean, Baylor is probably the best defensive team in the tournament. I don't know. No, I put North Carolina in the Final Four now, based off of what I saw yesterday.
I think I definitely got Gonzaga still because I had Gonzaga winning anyway.
You did.
On my other one. Okay. So I think it's gonna be Gonzaga. I like I had Tennessee, but man, that damn Michigan playing some ball, dog.
Jawan Howard, bro.
Michigan playing some ball, and then you got if North Carolina can beat UCLA, I think they'll go to the Final Four. Or if UCLA win against North Carolina, either one of them out of that game, because they're going to have to play.
Right.
Granted, they've been beating people, but they're going to have to play St. Peter. St. Peter's been super hot.
Yeah, Shaheem Holloway got them boys
You know
rolling,
what I'm saying?
bro.
So you can't just say they're going to roll over them now. North Carolina or UCLA should beat St. Peter's, but hell, Kentucky should have beat St. Peter's. So
I agree.
I don't know, but I think either one of them out of that game, I think it's going to be Gonzaga. Either one of them, you got Kansas and maybe Michigan got to be.
Michigan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, for me, just to end it all, like I said, my pick to win it all was Arizona. Yeah. I think they got a great squad, man, inside and out, and they're deep. So, but we'll see. That's probably the only thing that I got right thus far. But that remains to be seen at this point, because anything can happen today. So we'll see about that. What you guys think about that Michigan game yesterday? Michigan beating Tennessee, and then not only that, did you see the part where Juwan Howard was hugging and consoling one of his players towards the end?
Yeah. I ain't see that either.
You didn't see that? Yeah, but I actually, it was heartfelt, and it actually, what I'm saying, I actually felt that, being as though everything that Juwan Howard been through in terms of suspension, which was, which at the end of the day, it was warranted. It should have happened and stuff like that. But hey, I just saw that moment, man. That moment, I felt that, man. And now his players play for him. His players love him. His players will do anything, what I'm saying, for him at the end of the day. And like I said, I just felt that was a hell of a moment. And I'm just glad, what I'm saying, I'm just glad that was expounded upon, what I'm saying, from a viewer standpoint.
Did they say what it was for, or did anything happen prior to that?
I guess no. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was just, what? It was just one of those embraces, and he just embraced his player, and it just felt like, man, in terms of what we've been through, we was expected, preseason rankings, and we didn't, we didn't exceed all. I mean, we didn't get to all of our goals in the beginning, but look where we're at right now, and we're advancing to the Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the ups and downs, and throughout, despite the situation that transpired against Wisconsin, just to see where they at right now. Then Chris Webber was there as well, which I was thankful to see as well, supporting this alma mater. So that's it, man. But on other news, Deshaun Watson, bro.
My boy,
Deshaun Watson's, bro.
My boy is back.
Deshaun Watson is in. Baker Mayfield, you're out.
Oh, okay. I mean,
so he was hugging a Tennessee player.
Put that back up.
Juwan Howard, that was a Tennessee player.
Yes.
Okay.
Chandler. I don't know. I mean, hey, look, I don't know.
That's good. That's a good look.
That's good. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't never heard anything bad about Juwan Howard. He just wanted to fight that one coach. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so do y'all think that was kind of like trying to earn a little bit of brownie points back?
No, I think that I think that was authentic, bro.
Okay.
I think that was authentic at the end of the day. That, what I'm saying. Look here, I met Juwan Howard on 3 or 4 different occasions, man. From what I know and from what I've seen and what I witnessed, he's a great man.
Right.
He's a great man. He's very approachable. You know what I'm saying? Would sit up there and shoot the breeze with you and everything. So that, from that picture, I thought it was very authentic at the end of the day. And my apologies, guys. I was actually wrong on. I thought it was his player. So my apologies to all our viewers and listeners out there. But let's get to this Deshaun Watson situation, man. Deshaun Watson is now a Cleveland Brown. Baker Mayfield, hey, you're on the clock now, buddy.
Well, I mean, it's two things that play with that. One, I'm happy for Deshaun Watson. He got the money. I think Cleveland definitely enters the race. Maybe not this year, because if he's suspended for 6 games, then that's a lot. But I thought about it some more, and I hope Deshaun Watson didn't just make this decision for the money. You understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I looked at the situations in New Orleans, and then I looked at the situation particularly in Carolina. And long term, you would think that he would have been better positioned to compete in those divisions when Tom Brady steps down. It's either going to be this year or next year. I mean, when you look at the AFC North, I mean, 25 for Joe Burrow, 25, 26 for Lamar Jackson. So the competition is going to be there. Not to mention in New Orleans, you playing half your games in the dome. I think he kind of followed the bag. And I I know that certain franchises are just cursed, man. I feel like in my soul that Cleveland is just cursed. The Browns. I don't know if it's the curse of Art Brown or what, but they just cursed. So happy for him that he got his money, but I hope it all works out for him because the Browns are kind of cursed.
Of course, I'm happy for him. He got his money. I'm pro Deshaun Watson. I don't give a damn. Right. So, of course, I'm happy from the money. But I feel like I don't know if it was just all chasing money, man. I feel like in Cleveland, and y'all might not agree, but I feel like as far as right now, stepping into what they had, I feel that Cleveland was the best, like talent-wise. Because if you go to the Saints, you don't really have much outside of Alvin Kamara. I told y'all last week, I'm not a big fan of Michael Thomas. So
right.
You don't have much really outside of Alvin Kamara. You got a decent defense, but the Browns got a decent defense. You got the best run game to complement your playmaking ability as a quarterback in Cleveland. Carolina, they was shopping around Christian McCaffrey, so I wouldn't have went there either. You know what I'm saying? They don't got a defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, as his top three teams, I feel like Cleveland obviously gave him the most money, and he had the best chance of winning right now as far as what he had. Because as soon as they signed him, now they bringing Jarvis Landry back. They want to bring Jarvis Landry back. So now you got Jarvis Landry, you got Amari Cooper, you got Austin Hooper, you got the best run game out of all. They
brought Landry back.
I literally saw yesterday they about to reconstruct another deal for him to take less money.
Austin Hooper playing for the Titans now, I believe.
Yes,
well, he left.
He signed a 1 year, $6 million contract.
So who they got? Njoku?
Yeah, Njoku. Yeah, he's franchised.
He's still good.
So,
he's franchised.
I mean, I feel like the Browns, and then they also said they're bringing Jadeveon Clowney back. I mean, he didn't really do much, but he's still a
well, I mean, he got you 9.5 sacks.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't talked about, but
thank you, Miles.
A fourth, right.
I said that last year though. I said that on the first show. I said, look, Clowney gonna get about 9 or 10 sacks off the strength of Miles Garrett.
And then you got the safety Grant Delpit finally 100% again.
Which is I love him when he was at
I like Grant Delpit. You got Denzel Ward. So I feel like Deshaun had the best. Of course, Mo, don't get me wrong, money was definitely a factor. I mean, you're gonna throw that kind of money. Let's not get it twisted. Now, money was definitely a factor, but if that team who threw him the most money and they got the best roster so far, of course, especially as when they were talking about Atlanta, I was hoping he didn't go to Denver.
Yeah, me too. I was like, damn,
that would have been all for the money if you go to Atlanta.
But they wasn't willing to give him that type of contract. That's what one of the stipulations was. They wasn't willing. Yeah, with Atlanta, they wasn't ready to meet his financial demands, and Cleveland did at the end of the day. Yeah. And you're right. To Mo's point, I think it's a combination of both. I think it was money, but I think it was long-term success in terms of what Cleveland has. They got two hell of a running backs. Yep. They got one of the best offensive lines in the league. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice receiving core. They got a hell of a defense. They got all the pieces in places, and everything that they gave up to Houston, it didn't compromise their team whatsoever. It's just, like I said, you gave up 2 first-round draft picks for 2022, 2023, along with a second and a third or something like that. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry, you gave up 3 first-round draft picks, 2022, 23, and 24, along with a second and a third at the end of the damn thing. So you gave up 5 picks and it didn't compromise your team. Now, like what me and Mo discussed last night, it could compromise your cap at the end. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys want to get into that, but at the end of the day, like you said, Jay, well, I'm happy that the brother got paid $230 million, fully guaranteed.
Right.
To all our viewers and listeners out there, fully guaranteed.
Not to mention, Black History Month was last month. When you start looking at the highest paid quarterbacks, that whole dynamic has switched. When you look at Patrick Mahomes, African-American-ish, and then you got Deshaun Watson, African-American quarterback. They're the highest paid in the league, even with Dak Prescott. And then, of course, Lamar Jackson going to get his money. My only thing is, like, one of these old adages, in sports or in life, period, right, where people are like, oh, man, I want to play the best competition. No, the hell I don't. I want the easiest bag to get to this championship. That's my only downside with Deshaun Watson. When I look at the NFC and where they going and the AFC and where it's at, I definitely would have looked at the NFC just a little bit because, like I say, even in that NFC South division, Man, there ain't a whole lot of competition over there, man. If you look at the AFC, just in his competition, in his division alone, man, playing them Bengals twice, playing them Ravens twice, then you better hope the AFC West not on your schedule. Man, it's scary hours out there in the AFC, boy.
Hey, bros, let me tell y'all this, man. The AFC is just freaking loaded. It is like it's like all Madden team all over again. I mean, for real. And that's why I said the other day, and I'm not transitioning to anything, but we had discussion about your Dallas Cowboys, and I was like, no, I said that NFC is up for grabs. Yes, I understand you got the reigning Super Bowl champs, LA Rams, and you got the Packers and stuff like that, but really the Packers, they just lost Devontae to the vaunted AFC. So look here, man, that NFC period is up for grabs. You guys got a chance just as much as anybody. God damn, we got a chance. I don't know.
I have to apologize to Fred. I know the viewers don't know what we talked about, but I was like, nah. Then I had to think about it. You right, Fred. The NFC is wide open. Especially if somebody get hurt. One of them top teams, it's wide open.
I feel like it's wide open. I just don't feel like we one of them teams that can have it in our grasp, bro. I don't feel like that. Maybe they got to prove me wrong, but I just don't feel like, it's up for grabs, but I don't feel like we're better than the Rams. I don't feel like we're better than Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. I don't feel like we're better than
who else you don't feel like we're better than after the Rams and Tampa Bay.
I don't feel like we're better than the Cardinals. I don't feel like we're better than the Cardinals.
You don't?
No.
After they lost
you see what y'all did to the Cardinals?
I don't feel like we better. We lost to the Cardinals last year.
Y'all did lose to the Cardinals. God dang, y'all did lose to the Cardinals.
And they was missing two of their starting defensive players.
And they're missing them now.
And they was missing Hopkins.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think we're better than the Cardinals.
But the Cardinals at that time, they had AJ Green and Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk always kills us. He's gone.
And he's gone.
And AJ Green is a free agent, I believe.
And Chandler Jones is gone.
Yeah, Chandler Jones is gone.
You guys, I can't look here, guys. I'm gonna say it again. I can't stand you guys. I hate you.
Right.
But hey, look here, man. I'm a football savant at the end of the day, and I understand shit when I see it. You guys got just as much of a chance than anybody. You guys got your core people there, offensively and defensively. You guys got a draft coming up, but yeah, but bro, you're looking at it from a micro standpoint. Look at it from a long-term standpoint in terms of how it will play out. Like Brother Mo said last night when we was discussing, hey man, sometimes your general manager and Jerry Jones and all those front office guys, they sit back and they'll look at the Honey Badgers of the world, or they'll look at what's my linebacker, Bobby Wagner's and stuff like that, just to see if their market decrease, and then they'll jump on it. And that's the best time. It's like buying stock. You want to buy stock as low as you can. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you guys.
And then too, in life, bro, you got to give these guys a chance. Like if you're a coach and you seeing CeeDee Lamb in practice every day, we don't know what's going on as fans. We just see what we see, but we don't know the game plan, the situations, or none of that. It could have been that his role was to do certain things, and they didn't play him in certain situations. So now you give CeeDee Lamb a chance because his contract's coming up too, to be that number one wide receiver or number one-ish, because Michael Gallup is there as well. And you give them a chance to step up. And when they don't, then you're going to cut theirs. That's what happened with Amari Cooper. They gave him the money and said, here, we want you to be the next Michael Irvin. We want you to be the next Dez Bryant. And when he failed to galvanize that opportunity, then they cut him. They moved on. So I'm in favor of giving some of these young guys an opportunity to expand their role within the offense. So we'll see.
Like I said, I think you guys are doing it the right way, and we're not doing it to the degree as in terms of you guys, but I like what we're doing as well in terms of mixing the veterans in with youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge proponent in terms of playing our young players and stuff like that. So you're right. At the end of the day, we'll see. Hey, to our viewers and listeners out there, please do not forget to subscribe to our No Cap Sports Show podcast via our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the page. Also, do not forget to hit this notification bell. Smash the notification bell so you can get all your notifications.
Hey, real quick, fellas, I want to ask y'all, man, did y'all watch that South Carolina girls game?
I did, bro. 44-4.
44-4 at halftime. Bro, I'm like, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I thought South Carolina was gonna win by like 25, 30. I thought,
No.
like, they was going to take the foot off the gas at the end. Bro, they beat the dog shit out of Howard.
Yeah.
Like, Dawn went and letting up, like, she brought the reinforcements in. They was still kicking their ass.
That just goes to show you, bro, when you got your your 5-star athletes, and then you, like I said, and then you put in your bench, which probably can start on most damn Division I teams.
They probably could have went and started for Howard here.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Howard girls team, man. Yeah. Like I said, that it's great that you advanced, and but it unfortunately just didn't last too long. But hey, hopefully this is a building block.
That was one of them ass kickings that they showed Howard bench. They didn't even look sad, bro. Like they knew they were
happy to be there. They were just happy to be here. They was happy to be there. Hey guys, let me ask you this, and this is on a serious note.
Right.
Did you guys see the Michael Beasley interview via the Pivot podcast, man? Yep. Shout out to my man Brian, man. I love that guy right there, man. He's doing a great job with that Pivot podcast, man. Shout out to him, man. But did you guys see that interview?
Oh yeah,
I did. Oh yeah, it was mind open. It was mind.
That was one of the best interviews I watched in a long time.
Expound on that for me, fam.
So it made me change my outlook and thinking about athletes, because when we fans, right, we just looking at the production on the field and on the court or on the diamond. A lot of times we're not looking at the total body of the athlete. As which we should. It's a product. I don't know you personally, but I started thinking back on some of the athletes that we consider busts and what they may have been going through, and the lack of support that they might have had mentally or financially with the right people in their circle. So it just made me think about them, because Michael Beasley ain't the only person in the world that's facing those circumstances.
Right.
It's just a matter of who's in their circle that's helping them out. Because two other athletes favorite of mine came to mind, with Dez Bryant and even LeBron James to a certain extent. They didn't grow up in the best circumstances either with their mothers. And you just look at the difference in who cared for them. In the instance of Dez Bryant, Jerry Jones did. And in the interest of LeBron James, he had a circle of friends that put their arms around him, and they all came together. Right. And it seems as though Michael Beasley never had that.
The reason why I say it was the best, it was just like it was eye-opening listening to what he said. It was like just thinking of how far he got because I get it, not everybody, but a lot of people go through like rough times coming up. You know what I'm saying? But when he said, it was something that stuck with me when he said that his mom, and I think it was him, his brother, he said, and his mom, and they would get evicted. Like, and he was like, he ain't talking about you got 30 days. He talking you come home, your couch on the lawn. So he said, we come home and we doing homework outside in the yard just because we ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, bro, at a young age, his mama worked 3 jobs, and you know what I'm saying? He had to take care of his siblings at 11, 12, he said. Wow. He said it was one point where he didn't even like basketball. Like, he didn't even want to play basketball. So to think of how far he got with how he, like, what he had to go through. And then I always felt like this, but how everybody try to put CTE and crazy on these athletes, man. Like it's really some athletes who going through real life stuff that like they're not crazy. Like he said, bro, how much crying for help do I got to do before I get help? Like why people don't get recognition until they die? You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I'm all out of asking, bro. Like I've been crying for help for years. I've been reaching out to people. I've been reaching out to these other athletes. I've been reaching out to people who I thought had my back. He was like, bro, when he was like, everybody has stole from me in my life but my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that man, like it's people like that really going through shit. So I was like, man, bro, like Fred said, not you, Fred, but Fred Taylor was like, he appreciated him sharing that space with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that was good, bro. That was good.
It was probably one of the most authentic interviews that I've ever seen in my life. Right? I mean, it's raw. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want this podcast to be about. It's just the rawness, you know. I am not the most emotional person. I'm not. But looking at that whole entire interview, I couldn't help but to fight back tears.
Right.
I really, because what I came out of it was, this is a guy crying out for help. in the worst possible way. Whether he reached out to former athletes and then situation with KD and stuff like that. And I can't speak on that because I don't know anything about that. Again, it's three sides to a story: your story, their story, and God's at the end of the day. So I can't speak in terms of who he reached to and why they didn't return or who's not helping. I have nothing to do with that. But in terms of the interview itself, yeah, I felt the rawness. I felt for him. I've been in a similar situation like that in terms of him, and entrusting in people, and and getting burnt at the end. You know what I'm saying? And he just said, it just, yeah, he said something, and I wish Eb can play it. And he said it's something about being black. You know the clip that I'm talking about, right, guys?
Yeah.
When he just saying, being black, basically it's not, it doesn't
He said
mean
it's
anything.
fake. He said it's fake nowadays.
Being
black is fake.
But bro, it is. I mean, it is, and it not only that he said that, he was just like, people don't care until you die.
Until you die.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
That's facts. Hey, my brothers, marinate on that shit. Just, what I'm saying? I felt that shit, and as a people, I couldn't agree with him more. Right. That's exactly how we are, man. It's like, yeah, we thrive. You know what I'm saying? We thrive so much on negativity and shit that's going wrong in terms of, instead of what's going right. And he said it, and he said it so plainly, and it made so much sense in terms of, you're right. We don't appreciate to anybody until they die at the end of the day, man.
It's no different, Fred. We could not transition, but just think about it from a hip hop perspective, right? I grew up in that. I was young in that Tupac Biggie era, but I remember it very vehemently. When the radio was on, Hot 97, whatever. I remember, I can't call his name, but I remember an older gentleman that I looked up to that was in the neighborhood. And when Hit 'Em Up came out from Tupac, he said, man, Tupac gonna die. Like, there's no way you could talk about somebody, old lady, their kids, in that kind of way, and it's not consequences that come to that. And even an artist like Tupac was crying out for help with all the actions that he was doing over and over. And we laughed it up. You know what I'm saying? It was entertainment. Now I look at the same thing with Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy. Somebody gonna die. You know what I mean?
Agree, bro. You're right.
And it's not gonna be cool. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, then we'll start talking about, man, the great thing they was doing in the community. But at the end of the day, all them boys is doing is reaching out for help, man. Hopefully somebody can talk to them, sit them down, and tell them, playing it out this way, it's not going to be a fairy tale.
Well, Wallow tried that with Dirk. Wallow tried that when they did the $1 million worth of game when Lil Durk came on there, bro. He cried. Like, he started boo-hoo crying, telling him a story about when his brother got killed. Like, they were doing the same thing Dirk and them doing. And he was like, bro, like, this ain't the way, bro. He was like, if I never forgave the dude who killed my brother, because Lil Durk brother just got killed probably like 6 months ago.
Right.
And he was like, if I never forgave the dude who killed my brother, I wouldn't be here, bro. He was like, basically saying, like, what y'all got going on and all the shit y'all doing, bro, this ain't the way, bro. It's not the way.
It's not, man. And like I said, the one thing, and I know we talked about this in other episodes in terms of mental health. Mental health, especially in the Black community, is real as fuck.
Yeah,
it's real, and it plagues our community big time. Trust me. I look here. We got a metro system down here. I done caught the metro plenty times, and it could be possibly one of the scariest things in the world, man. In terms of people that you come across, man. People are sick, man. Our people are sick, and are going through a lot of stuff, man. Really, especially from a mental aspect, and we just sit back and ignore it until it's too late. And I don't know what we need to do as a whole, especially in the Black community. But it's definitely something that needs to be heightened. We talk about it all day long, but we don't do shit about it. Right. We don't do shit about it until it's too late. And that's the part where I would like, what I'm saying, even if we play our part, what I'm saying, and acknowledging it and putting out there in terms of mental health, and just making it, what I'm saying, and making it important, what I'm saying, making people aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of the things, Fred, though, like it's like a dog that been mistreated for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You just keep putting them down. And then in society, we trick them to think, all right, don't think about this. Don't embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get around that. It's a lot of stigmas in the Black community. That's one of them. But another one is don't be smart in school. Like, don't raise your hand. Don't answer any questions.
Right.
Like the dumb kid in class is the coolest until we graduate and he become a bum. Like most times, you know what I mean? So it's so many stigmas that we have, and then we don't allow individuality in our community. What I mean is, let's say, for instance, I'm walking around and I got on Prada and them ugly ass Prada shoes. They ugly to me, but and then that's my thing, right? Everybody looking at me like that motherfucker's strange. Instead of just allowing that person to be an individual, we're so quick to want to outcast people because you understand. You know why?
And I've been guilty of that, bro. I've been guilty of that
because we're outcasts. So when you're an outcast, you got to find somebody else to put your energy into. You understand what I'm saying? We already know that we're disenfranchised. Yeah. So within our community, we try to figure out somebody else to disenfranchise because we can't be at the bottom. I got to figure out somebody else who's beneath me. So we got to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting each other down and just accept people for what they are. You know what I mean?
And you know what, Mo? That's a great point, bro. And I agree with you 100%. Like I said, one of the things that plague us, you know, especially my generation, and we expounded upon this in previous episodes, but we need to bring it up now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this Michael Beasley situational clip that we just talked about, man. It's like it wasn't prevalent then, right? In terms of talking about mental health, it was always, hey, man, God is gonna fix it. Jesus is gonna fix it. Pray on it. Everything is gonna take care. So. For me personally, but for me right now, bro, and I'll be totally honest with you, I live a good life. I really do. I have no complaints, but I still suffer from you know what I'm saying, PTSD. You know, in terms of a lot of things and a lot of trauma and a lot of things. You know what I'm saying, a lot of things that we accepted. You know what I'm saying, as kids growing up. But when you look at it when you're from an adult standpoint, that shit wasn't supposed to happen. That shit was normalized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was normalized. And that's why me and Jay will be bumping heads and stuff like that, which I agree with Jay Will as well. When I talk about, hey, man, when I was coming up, hey, man, I had a concussion, but I was told to get back in the game and stuff like that. When you look at it from today's micro lens, that doesn't supposed to happen, man. And then you look at back then in terms when you know what I'm saying, like I said, growing up and being called this and being called that and things that transpired. Yeah, it was just normalized to the highest degree, man. And it's just like we really need to make we talk about it, but mental health awareness is very important. And we really need to stop talking about it and start doing something about it at the end of the day.
It's a lot of accepted norms, like, you know, growing up in the Reagan era, you know what I'm saying, where everybody was coked up, doped up, and cracked out. You know what I'm saying? So it became the norm where you had one parent that wasn't there or no parents that was there. That was except like you were culturally outcast when I was growing up if you had both parents at home. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, why you got two parents? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
exactly.
A lot of things, like I said, it's a lot, man. And then growing up, I talk about it a lot in the trap era. Like, when I was growing up, everybody wanted to try to get to the bag, but then nobody was going to work at McDonald's to get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was culturally accepted and embrace that you got money by any means necessary. Where in a roundabout way, you were just helping out to tear down the foundation of our culture. Because a lot of people got locked up, a lot of people died. A lot of people were too high to understand what was going on, so it just was a vicious cycle. And like you said, it's a lot of PTSD. Even today, man, I live a very good life, but I start thinking back to some of the shit that happened in my childhood that I indulged in, people who I might have affected, and it makes you almost want to cry. It's like, damn, I contributed to this cycle of craziness.
It does. So, but. What do we go wrong, Mo? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? What do we do at the end of the day?
So we give back. Like I put my occupation out. I don't really give a fuck. I'm an Army recruiter, right? I'm in that realm, right? So that's my way to give back to my community. You know what I mean? I'm not Bill Gates. I can't give everybody jobs, but for the people that don't have a mentor, because this shit's still going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give you game on life. You know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting down with you in an Army interview and you don't want to come in the Army, that's cool. Shit, there'll be 5 more that come in. But I want to ask you, what's your 5-year plan? All right, I'm gonna give you the game on how to actually be successful in life. That's what we gotta do. It starts with one conversation that might affect one person, and then that one person goes and affects another person. It's not, I'm gonna get mine, I'm gonna make these 6 figures, and then I'm gonna just sit back. Now you gotta get back in some capacity, whether that's being a coach, a mentor, something. You gotta get back.
You know what we gotta start doing better too, man. Look here, we all from the hood, right? Been there and done all of that. What I want us to get better at, we show more love and respect to the nigga that just got out of jail opposed to the nigga that just graduated and got a master's degree from college.
Yeah.
Because
that's the norm, but that's the mentality that we've accepted. And I don't know, man. It's just that I really want us to change our mind. I mean, just start growing our mindset. All of us, man. I love my people more than anybody, man. But you're right. Our mindset is just it's stagnant at times. It's not all. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's some of us just as a people, man. We just got to get better at that at the end of the day, man. But shout out to Mike Beasley. Let me ask you this. Hold up.
Real quick, hold on. Shout out to Channing too, bro. Shout out to Channing. Remember when he was like he was like, hey man, I don't want you to be in the house. He was like, I tell you what, I want you to come to my house, bring your kids, me and you, we can get our big asses on the bouncy house and we play with the kids. Because I want you to have a life, because that's not normal, bro. Like that's not normal to go play basketball and just go home. Like you are a wealthy human being who lives a good life now. Like you got your kids, da 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 da. He was like, bro, get your kids and come to my house. He was like, I'm telling you right now, I want you to come to my house. And he was like, he had Michael Beasley jerseys, you know what I'm saying? Yes. All that at the crib. So he was like, bro, I don't want you to think I just started rocking with you. He was like, bro, I'll rock with you, Michael Beasley. Like, I'm telling you now, like, I don't want you just sitting in the house. He was like, me and you, we can do stuff. We can link up with the guys. We can go get drinks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Michael B, you could just tell now it's kind of almost like he was just ready. Like, if he was to die, he wouldn't even care. Like, it was just like, bro, my mind is just, I don't want to do nothing but play basketball and go home. He was like, I don't even talk to my kids sometimes like I should, because my mind is just out of everything. I'm just out of it, bro. I'm all out. I'm drained.
Yeah, I mean, growing up that way, it'll fuck you up. Like, I put myself out there, bro. I had like serious trust issues. Like, I'm a little better now. I'm a little better now. I'm a little better, and I'm getting better every day. But I really don't like. I put it this way. I respect Jay Will. He have friends. Like, bro, I don't have no friends, bro. I don't. I got like, I got my dad. I got y'all. I got my wife. Like that's and my sister. That's it, bro. Like, I just seen too many people. I ain't gonna say that word. Too many people in life that got backstabbed by their homeboys. You know what I'm saying? They pulled the shice move. You know, y'all think y'all rocking. Either they set them up to get robbed, or when it's time to, do that bid, if you in the game and they go snitch on them. So I figured out right then and there, a homeboy you can't really trust him as far as you can throw him. So that's just me though. You know what I mean? I'm 35 years old and I don't have a best friend that's not family. Right. So that's one of them, and that's not normal. You should have like a friend outside of your family. You know what I'm saying? Because your family has the same cultural conditioning that you do. So you might need somebody outside of that circle. And that's why I respect y'all, because we all have differences of opinions. Like there was a time, I'm just gonna put myself out there. If you said anything that was negative and you didn't rock with me, I said fuck you and just keep it moving. Like y'all just keep it. I'm keeping it real. Like if I see it, we talk whatever. But I wasn't gonna talk to you no more.
Right.
But
I get it, bro.
You don't like what I like? Cool. But move. Keep on. You know, and I didn't establish no long-term relationships. I'm just glad I've been blessed with the type of wife that I have, because it took her to work with me every day. Like you can't do this. And then I had anger problems because growing up in the hood, that was cool. Like to just spaz out and hit somebody. Yep. That ain't, and I ain't never hit my wife and nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, just to raise your voice. That's why now I try to be as calm and I try to think about shit before I say anything. Because I would just spaz out like, okay, well, let's go. It is what it is. And all of that like I said, comes from the hood, man.
Yeah.
And that's not the way. I know a lot of people. I've been blessed and I lose my life because there's situations I probably could have, or shit might have should have, to be honest with you, but I didn't. And all of that, it just comes back to that.
Yes. Hey man, like I said, once again, man, shout out to Michael Beasley, man. We hope and pray that you get all the help and support that you need. We do support you at the end of the day, bro. So here, to all our viewers and listeners out there, please do not forget to go to our YouTube channel via the No Cap Sports Show podcast. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like the page itself. Also, do not forget to smash the notification bell so you get all your notifications. So look here, guys, we're gonna transition to this, man. So, so Mo, you brought up something the other day in terms of the most overrated hip hop artist of all time. I think it was you, Mo, or Jonathan. In terms of the most, that was you. Yeah, the most overrated hip hop artist of all time. I couldn't think of just one.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? My greedy ass came up with about 5, 6, and 10 of them. Then I had to narrow it down or whatever. So let me give you mine, right? And I had to write it down. So Chingy. Anybody remember Chingy?
I remember Chingy. Right there, right?
I like the way you do that there, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? First of all, that should be a different genre for that type of music. That's not even hip hop to me, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Little Uzi Vert. I hope I ain't hurt one of y'all feelings or anything like that.
I like Uzi, but
I'm sorry. No, it ain't for me, bro. So I think he should be in another genre itself. Designer.
Facts.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Panda.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, that need to go somewhere else. And last but not least, Lil Yachty. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Hey, it's not for me, but I think those four are the most overrated hip hop artists to date in terms from my perspective.
For me, it's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh shit, I missed out on it.
Man, that wave was killing me. I was like, this motherfucker is whack. And then when he snitched, I was like, I knew it. My soul was right in line. I knew something was wrong with him. So it's it for me. I mean, there's a couple other, like, even growing up in the 90s, man, I felt like Vanilla Ice was a culture vulture. I ain't like that Ice Baby shit. That shit was whack. Even though I was a little kid, I still didn't like it. I thought it was the wackest shit ever. But those would be my two artists right there.
I like I was gonna say Designer if talking current Designer, bro. Like that, even I didn't even like the damn Panda song that was hot. Like another one you could say was Fetty Wap, super hyped up. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I liked a couple of Fetty Wap songs, but he's super overrated. But if we talking like all time,
yes.
And y'all, I know y'all might school me, y'all might agree. I think Eminem is the most overrated hip hop artist of all time. If we pick in any era, people put him as number 2 rap artist of all time. Like bullshit. I don't think Eminem is super overrated to me, man.
So Eminem is in a different lane. He like a battle rapper, and that's why rappers love him because of his lyrical wordplay, where he came from, how he grew up. So, but I mean, hey, because I'm gonna be real, like I started to put motherfucking Jay-Z on that list, man, because I'm old enough. I'm being real now. I was old enough to remember.
Look at Freddie.
Jay-Z wasn't shit. I'm just being real. Like it took.
Evan, you writing this shit down?
Write it down. It took a lot of people to die for Jay-Z to get where he at. I'm just
hey man, it's a bar right there, Joe.
It took a lot of motherfuckers for him to get in that lane, man. We talking about Biggie, Big L. A lot of people had to magically disappear from this earth for him to get in that space because and he bit some of their goddamn style. Like that's the original Jay-Z style, it wasn't all that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, that's just me. I was real close to putting Jay-Z in.
See, I don't listen to Jay-Z really at all, bro. Like, I like a couple of his songs, but I don't really listen to Jay-Z at all. So, I definitely would agree about overrated. But, of course, man, like, you can't really judge somebody if you don't listen to him. From what I listened to from Jay-Z, I didn't personally like. I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z. But man, people be saying Jay-Z like one of the greatest ever, and now that Mo put it in perspective, like so many people had to do this or do that just for him to even get some notoriety. I don't know, man.
But what I can say, but what I love about Jay-Z and which I can respect is sustainability and growth.
Oh yeah.
Over the years, and you got to give him that in terms of. Look, I sent you a clip the other day, John. Man, every time I think about this shit, I die laughing. When I sent you the Big L Jay-Z clip,
yeah,
he said Jay-Z might as well. He should have said that one
out.
Hey, but real talk, Fred. I know we always do this as hip hop historians.
Right.
We put finances into the art of rap.
Right. Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with rapping.
So as a mogul, I have to give Jay-Z his credit, just like Master P, just like Jay Prince, just like anybody, Baby, all of them, right? They all are in that space where they've turned themselves 50 Cent into, but as far as rapping talent, hell no.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't even think Jay-Z could sit in the same room with Nas when it comes to lyrical content.
No, Nas is the best ever. In my book. I'm sorry, he's
that's
the
my
best.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite artist. That's my favorite hip hop artist of all time. He's timeless.
And then you start talking about Rakim.
Yes. Cool G Rap.
LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? With lyrical content and being able to switch genres the way he
Absolutely.
has. So that's where I say we got to kind of separate it. And I agree with Jay Will a little bit. Eminem, as far as the artistry, is a great artist, but his battle rapping style is not for everybody.
Right.
All right, so all our viewers and listeners out there, I know you heard. I know you hear the debate right now. So let me ask you this: let me tell you this. Make sure you comment in the comment section via our YouTube channel and tell us who is the most overrated hip hop artist of all time.
Yeah. So okay. Well, with that being said, what hip hop song do y'all feel like was the most overrated of all time? It just kept getting spin on the radio, and you was like, "Man, this shit whack."
We'll see.
We'll see about that. I'm gonna let Fred start it off, man. Fred always got about 4 or 5 of them.
So I got one.
Oh shit, you got
one. This joint was on constant spin. I mean, constantly spinning all day, every day. Mm-hmm. And now let me ask you this: you say hip hop or R&B?
We could song. We just say
song.
We just say song. Then I help you out. We just say song.
That changes. That changes.
This is an R&B song. I can't stand this song to this day. And you guys might. I know Ebony's gonna hit my head when she hear this one. It's this Montel Jordan song. This is how we do it. I can't stand this goddamn song. I can't stand it, man. I can't. You want to get under my skin? You play that damn song, man. I cannot stand it. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm a big G. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that song. I can't.
All right, well,
I can't.
Since we're gonna do R&B, I want to say y'all help me out on who sing this song, but it's that song. I think it's For Real, that Cause I'm Happy.
Yeah.
Clap along if you feel. I hate that goddamn song with a passion,
man,
bro.
Go ahead with that shit, Jay. Are you serious, man?
Bro, I hate that song. I hate that song with a passion for it. Like how you said, bro, if you want me to walk out the room or goddamn ball my damn face up, you put that damn cause. If I hit Cause I'm Happy, I'm gonna walk my ass out, bro. I hate that song so much because I feel, bro, every time that song come on, it just be a bunch of little kids running around, jumping and skipping all over the place. I just hate that. I don't know why, bro. I hate that song. I feel about that song like I feel about damn Walmart. I hate going to Walmart. That's how I feel about that.
First and foremost, you will not be talking about Walmart like that.
Hell no,
I go to Walmart twice a week, man. You better go ahead with that.
Hey, man, Walmart, the only place you can see somebody shooting up heroin, shooting dice, and going
not where I'm at.
Bro, if you want to piss me off,
shout out to Walmart.
Ask me to go to Walmart. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my god,
I hate that song, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, for me, man, I understood the assignment. That's the name of the song.
Oh,
I don't know the
artist.
Okay.
What the hell?
That's that song, Mo. That's the song.
Well, I thought that was a Joker for a minute.
This the happy joint.
Yeah.
I love that song. I do.
That song, man.
Y'all
rather hear
this
is
how we do it. It's Friday night. I can't stand that joint.
I'd rather hear that.
Y'all heard the new challenge, right? Understood the assignment, that challenge. Have y'all actually listened to the damn song?
Nah.
It's the
no.
wackest fucking song ever.
Nah,
it's the wackest song ever, man. It's a young lady, Culture Vulture.
She's on the Nick Cannon show, right?
I don't know where the fuck she at, but she could have kept that song.
I think it's Justina Valentine. Don't correct.
Justina Valentine?
Yeah, Justina Valentine. She's on the Wild Now show.
Yeah.
That song whack as hell.
Yeah, I never even paid attention to the actual lyrics,
man,
bro.
You gotta just play the song.
Okay.
Yeah, because I messed around and I had it playing for the, just to watch the video. Man, it's a bad song, but mainstream song that I hated, it was a song that was that shit's whack.
Oh, my bitch piped up, damn you fine with okay, keep that shit locked. He wrote a boy. Oh my God. I hate that damn song. I hate that goddamn song. Man, let me call my daughters when I get up out of here, man. You're right, man. I don't understand that assignment. Oh, hell no.
It's a song that played in rotation by fucking Pliers. It was called Ran Off with the Plug Twice. I hated that song. Bro. For one, I hate the meaning. Public service announcement, PSA, for y'all kids out there, do not run off on the plug. The plug has just enough drugs to supply you and other people. If you run off on the plug, he gonna kill your grandma, your kids, your dog.
Absolutely, man. Out here, we don't recommend you doing that at all.
No, sir.
Courtesy of the No Cat Sports Show podcast. That is not recommended. But let me. All right, so look here, guys. To end this show, right? I want to bring up something. Something bothered me a little bit, and I actually had to save it to my phone. And it was something that it was something controversial that Kim Kardashian said the other day, right? And she basically said something like, I guess they asked her the best advice to women in business. She said, "Get your fat ass up and work. It seems like nobody want to work hard these days." So in my mind, I'm like, and no disrespect to Kim Kardashian. I appreciate your grind. I respect your grind and stuff like that. But who the fuck are you to sit up here and say what people should do? Do you know how you got where you at right now? That's Ray J and your mom at the end of the day. So you know what I'm saying, for real. I think Ray J should get a percentage of everything that you have at this point. So I didn't like that. I thought she was the wrong person to be she's the wrong person to sit up there and say something like that. What are your thoughts, guys?
So I think it's a case of right message, wrong person. You know what I mean? Like you ain't grind like Beyonce or even like Rihanna,
Right.
Your character's a little flawed.
A lot flawed.
You know what I'm saying? When you delivering that message. But I can't disagree with the message. I disagree with the messenger, but she right. If you want that bad, you gotta go get it. You gotta go earn it. You can't just think it's magically gonna appear.
Right. Okay. Let me interject right quick, Jay. Now I'm gonna let you say what you need to say. I think women out here are freaking doing it. Yeah. I don't know what world she living in. Right. I think women are freaking ruling the world at this point. Women are just as independent as ever, man. Women are out here getting it. So I don't know what boat she's missing.
We can't speak in terms of absolution. Every woman ain't getting it. There are some that are waiting on the 1st and the 15th. And there's some women out there who waiting on a 6'6" ball player to come in their town and impregnate them so they can get this alimony and this child support. So all of them ain't getting it.
So how did she get there then?
Oh, she got it like they did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. She the wrong messenger. She the wrong motherfucking messenger. She got, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I agree. I agree with what she's saying to a certain extent.
My bad.
I agree. No, you good. I agree with Mo, man. Like, it's a good message, but the wrong person. Like, for one, you didn't grind to get your shit like everybody else did. And for two, you throwing that fat word around and your whole body and everything just paid for. Like, of course you gonna look good because you pay for your damn body to look a certain way. Like, you want to call other motherfuckers fat because they ain't got money like you to pay for their bodies and shit. But
thank you.
I mean, I like I said though, I agree with the message just because like every woman ain't gonna find a man to just take care of everything for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want something, even if you want, like, you should want more than what a man can provide for you anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you got a man that can take care of everything, you still should want more, you know?
Right.
So I agree with the message to an extent, man. You know, if you want more, get up and go get that shit, man. Don't be waiting around and being lazy and waiting on somebody to come take care of you.
Shout out to all the boss women out there. You know,
right.
a real boss man gonna want somebody.
And shout out to all the men out there that need to get their fat ass up, you know what I'm saying, and do something as well. So, but that's another subject.
That's a story for another day.
Absolutely.
Man. I'm gonna put it this way, and I know we got to go. If you a man and you ain't getting money and you depending on a woman to get it for you, I'm gonna tell you what, give your first life lesson. You know what I'm saying? There's a man out there who getting it, and she's gonna want to boss up. So eventually she gonna leave your tired ass.
There it is. Facts. Courtesy of the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and convos collide. All right, so look here, man. To end the show, right? What is I have a hot take, and I want to get you guys' hot take to end the show. Okay. My hot take is this. In my years of watching professional basketball, I am 48 years old. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are the best skilled or the best and most skilled basketball players that I've ever seen in my life. That's my hot take.
Skill, man. I don't know if I could disagree with you as far as skill. I mean, I'm thinking, real quick.
I really had to do my homework on that, bro. I did. And yeah,
I definitely agree with Kyrie as far as being skilled.
Yeah,
I always say skill wise. I think he probably the best to ever touch a bat. His skill set is ridiculous. It's crazy. And KD, I mean, it's the same with KD.
Yeah,
it's just like what separates him though is the fact that he's so skilled and do what he does at 7 foot though.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's like we never seen a 7-footer handle the ball and do
post Achilles surgery.
Yeah, like he defied that whole. I always said though, if it's anybody that can defy that whole career-ending Achilles shit, it's KD, bro. It's bro. And he, at post Achilles, came back averaging 30. Like that's the injury everybody's scared of. They say in basketball, you have a great player have a ruptured Achilles, his career's over.
Right.
Yeah, I mean. I think, but honestly, though, I think you just made a great point. That's why their careers, if they don't win more championship, will go down as tragic disappointments because they only have 2 and 1 championship, and all the years they played with that kind of skill, it could be a gift and a curse. All
right, hey, look here. Before we wrap up, what you guys want to tell our viewers and listeners out there?
Man, keep watching that March Madness. Man, it's good, man. It's a great bracket this year, so enjoy it like me. And look out, April 28th is right around the corner. We'll be doing a mock draft, and y'all can finally win some of our money.
What type of mock draft, baby?
So the mock draft gonna go like this: if whoever has the most complete compared to what actually happened in the actual draft, then they'll win their favorite team sports jersey.
And that's an NFL draft that he's talking about, guys. NFL mock draft. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here, look at guys. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Till then, we'll see you next week. Good night.